Hello and welcome to Saki Tech. So in today's video, we will be doing a web browser speed test to see how much faster the iPad Air is than the iPad 4 when it comes to loading websites and browsing websites. Now just to give you a quick summary, the iPad Air sports a 64-bit dual-core A7 processor clocked at 1.4 GHz and 1 GB of DDR3 RAM, where the iPad 4 runs a 32-bit dual-core A6X processor also clocked at 1.4 GHz with 1 GB of DDR RAM. So let's dive in and get this test on. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to go into the settings of the Safari and clear the web browsing data so we can work with clean slates. Okay, so clear that on both of these guys, and then we can go back out and launch Safari. The first website we are going to launch is CNN.com. CNN.com. Okay, and let's press go at the same exact time. Boom. Okay, so the iPad Air has finished this one ahead. Let's go and try another website next. And let's go to Amazon.com. Okay, and once again we're going to press this at the same exact time. Boom. Okay, looks like the iPad 4 finished this one before the iPad Air. Or perhaps I didn't see that correctly. You guys can correct me in the comment section. And finally we are going to go to GameSpot.com. This is a very heavy-duty website, a lot of graphics to load, so this is going to be a good test. Okay, once again, go. Okay, so basically iPad Air has finished this one before the iPad 4 as well. Let's do one more. Let's do IGN.com. That is also a very graphics intensive website. It's going to be a good test. Go. Okay, iPad Air pulling in ahead. And the Air was done once more before the iPad 4 by a couple microseconds, maybe milliseconds. We can talk about this all day, but it really doesn't matter. It's not a big difference. Okay, it's not the kind of difference that used to be in the good old days when these tablets and the phones were coming out and they were competing based on web browsing speed. So the iPad Air and the iPad 4 are both exceptionally fast when it comes to browsing the web. But clearly the iPad Air, and it should be, faster than the iPad 4. And you know, let's launch GameSpot one more time and just browse around a little bit. Let's just tap a couple links and see how the performance adds up that way. But as I'm doing that, I just want to talk about the fact that if you're using your iPad just for web browsing and using a couple basic apps, you know, checking your email, playing a couple games, you don't need to upgrade unless you want the lightness of the new iPad Air. Okay? In basic functions, the iPad 4 is still quite a tablet, and it performs everything dutifully, and there's no need to upgrade for lightweight users. Watching movies, listening to music, browsing the web, playing a couple games, it's all basically the same. For example, if I took this iPad 4 and I gave it to my father, and the next day I took the iPad Air and I gave it to my father, he would not even notice the difference, at least in performance. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and also you can go ahead and connect with me socially on Google+, Facebook, and Twitter, for which all the links are in the description below. Thank you again, and I'll see you the next time. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just throw them down in the comments section below.